welcome to Sports Talk. Time for another week, Marty, on the show where we talk sports, and a very, very special edition tonight because next week high school basketball will be tipping off around the area, and we have a pretty special guest with us.
Very special guest. Hazleton area head girls basketball coach Joe Gavio is with us, and unfortunately I promised him, I told him it's only a half-hour show, Coach, so you know you got to tone it down a little bit. I forgot the commercials, so you better get to the commercials. We only got 20-some minutes with Coach.
We're wasting some time.
That's
right here, but we also want to hear from you out there. Remember, twitter.com/WILNsports or WILNsports@gmail.com. Log on to Facebook and become a fan of Marty Burns and myself. If you like, it's WILN Sports Talk. Just search that and become a fan. We'll be right back with head coach Joe Gavio. Welcome back to Sports Talk. Now, the last time the Hazleton area girls basketball team was not the Wyoming Valley Conference champions, I was still trying to figure out college algebra at Penn State Hazleton as a freshman. And guys, actually, I'm still trying to figure out college algebra, and Joe Gavio, head coach there, you guys are still winning championships. So, Coach, welcome to the show, and how much do you know about algebra?
Not much. I don't think I've solved for the unknown in a long time. Okay, but thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here. I'm getting ready for the start of the season.
You do know a lot about basketball. How's it going this early on in the preseason? What are you guys up to?
Yeah, we're fired up like everybody else is. Got a little bit of a break. The PIAA let us start a few days earlier. Moved the season back a week, but let you start on a Friday, which I thought was pretty nice. Gave you a couple days because girls start on a Saturday. They give you 3 weeks, but that's Monday. You got a Thanksgiving in there. You got Sundays in there, and you know, got to pass out uniforms. You know, you got to do things like that. This worked out pretty good for us, and we're pumped up. We had a bad call there. We got one of our stars, Mel Palco, just found out yesterday, tore ACL, and will be out for the year. So that's put a little damper on a season to start, but can give someone else an opportunity and stuff. And a lot of kids are working real hard, and we're pretty excited.
And injuries, something that you've been used to the last couple of years. Thinking about Maddie Ludwig, who graduated last year, she had her knee problems as well, and it just seemed at the last couple of years you've had injuries and illness.
Yeah, the last 2 or 3 years, Marty, I don't know what, snake bit, we're not doing anything any different, but Christy Doyle tore her ACL. We've had some bad ankle injuries. Flanagan, Alyssa Flanagan, twisted her ankle, was out 7 or 8 games. Liz Knock had a concussion. I mean, we just had a bad 2 or 3 years. It's hit us. Before that, I was not going pretty good, and so it's following us a little bit. Fortunately for us, we got people ready to play. We play a lot of people, and that helps us and gives other people an opportunity to play.
Coach, I've been at 1 or 2 of your practices, and I have to say, I'm not just saying this because you're here, I was even pumped up after them. And you have this calming sense, it seems, and a very, very positive attitude. How important is that when you have a championship caliber program where if someone does get hurt, you know, just to tell these girls, you could do this, you could step up in there? I mean, how much is that when you're trying to win year in and year out? Is that a huge part of it? Or?
Yeah, we stress that all the time. And people know me. Anybody knows me, if you're better, you're going to play. And we always tell kids, if you make our team, you're here for a reason. You're not here because you're nice. You're here for a reason. You're a good practice player, you're a good rebounder, you can shoot, you're tough, you're physical. So, you know, everybody kind of, when they find out their role is when you really get a good team. You know, if you're a defensive coordinator, man, keep the defense. Let someone call the offense. You make the decision. Do we go for it on 4th down? Let them call it, and that's what you do. You let those people who study the films do that. I'm not a football guy, but I like watching it, and I like you know dissecting the game and stuff and saying what I would do, and you know, it's my opinion, and everybody has opinions. My mom didn't like to see me press, but I like to press.
And that's why we're here for opinions. And go ahead.
I'm surprised New England didn't fly Charlie in last night. They needed some offense last night.
That's what I was just going to get into. The Saints and the Colts. Is this the Super Bowl that we're going to have this year?
I would say no.
How good is New Orleans? I'm telling you. I was talking, my team's the Giants, and they were flying pretty high, and they took on those Saints, and they embarrassed them. And in the process, I think, took their heart out. They're pretty good.
The thing I didn't like, the Eagles lost big to them, the Giants lost big to them. Now, we didn't get to see the Giant game, but from all indication, the Giants blitzing team, they like to get pressure, they sat back. Eagles like to blitz, get pressure, they sat back.
Do what you do.
Do what you do. The one team I think might be Minnesota. They won't have to blitz. They'll be able to play coverage because they'll get enough pressure up front. I think Minnesota might be that one stumbling point for New Orleans because I think that defense may be good enough to at least slow New Orleans down, and their offense is very good. New Orleans seems to have trouble stopping the run. when you got Adrian Peterson back there, that makes it a tough task against a
they
team
don't
that
play
can't stop
during the
run.
regular season.
No.
And people are talking about that now. I hope it happens, because I think with Brett and they just look like the two teams are going to meet in the NFC Championship game.
And we'll see what happens there. I would like to get into, let's talk about quickly, Tiger Woods and what happened over the weekend. Was that too public? Are we invading a little bit too much the media?
Hey, people across America always have marriage problems. I think that should stay behind closed doors, should stay private. He didn't commit any real serious crimes, and we're down near the end. So, Gav, good luck. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me. I'll come on again whenever you want me. This is fun. I like this.
And we'll be back on Sports Talk next week. Have a good week. Until then, everybody.
Your #1 source for television news, WYLN TV 35.